نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي أو رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من عذاب أليم قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين صدق الله العظيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Alhamdulillah thumma alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with this beautiful day of Jum'ah, with all its blessings that we have, that we are enjoying, with the health, with the wealth, with honor, with the ability to come and perform salah in masjid, with the ability to see, with the ability to hear, with the ability to walk. As Muslims, not only we are required to perform our daily 5 times salah and fast in the month of Ramadan and give zakah and perform Hajj, which is inshallah around the corner, and many of us are inshallah going. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for them to go. But we are also required to realize all the favors that we are continuously receiving from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the requirements, that we continuously do istihdar, meaning we continuously do muraqabah, we continuously remind ourselves of the favors that we are receiving. On a daily basis is a huge word. Every moment of our life we are drowned in receiving in the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us so many blessings, both outward and inward. Outward, that we are able to see. We have houses, we have families, we have our businesses, we have money, that all of the bounties, the favors that we are able to see. And the inward, that we are unable to see. How am I eating the food, and how is it going and giving me strength? How is it that I'm able to talk? How is it that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah thumma alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is keeping me healthy and keeping me safe from all the shurur, all the evils that are out there. What are the evils that are out there? Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created has khair and has shar, has has something to benefit mankind and has something in it to harm mankind, of course with the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Min shar, qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, min sharril waswasil khannas, qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, min sharri ma khalaq. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, we seek refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from all the evil of entire creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah has given us so many bounties and favors that a lot of times we involve and we engage and we drown ourselves into those bounties, and we forget that the only one reason that we have is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us these bounties. We forget and we think that I deserve it. And when that happens, we are not on the on the belief of La ilaha illallah. Actually, this kalima La ilaha illallah is an ocean for everything. Our aqaid, our ibadat, our af'al, our a'mal, our intentions, it's everything. And to keep us on the right track, both in words and action, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continuously keeps on asking in different places in the Quran, who's doing all of this for you? Some places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about these favors right in the beginning of the surah. Some places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about it in the middle of the surah. Some places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about these things, His favors, at the end of the surah. So the message is very loud and clear and we don't forget. Surah Mulk, I recited the verses from Surah Mulk and everyone should memorize it. Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Near translation is that a person who recites this Surah Mulk every night before going to sleep, he will be protected from the punishment in the grave. It may be difficult for us, for many of us, to memorize it, but if we have intention, inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for us, and if we die before we memorize it, inshallah we will get the reward for that too. Innamal a'malu binniyat, that's what it means, right? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. At the very end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking every reader of the Quran, Muslims, non-Muslim, children, young adults, old, through Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, a question is put to mankind. أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ أَهْلَكَنِيَ اللَّهُ وَمَنْ مَعِيَ. What do you think if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroys everything, destroys me and everything that I have, and everyone that I have, everything that I possess? أَوْ رَحِمَنَا, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on me. فَمَنْ يُجِيرُ الْكَافِرِينَ مِنْ عَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. Who is going to protect? It's talking about kuffar, but the word kafara, the word kafir, does not mean the one who does not believe in Allah. Many of us, and we need to remind this to ourselves and instill this true meaning of the word kafara into our hearts and into the hearts of our children. The word kafir, in reality, it means nashukra, ungrateful. The kafir does not mean the one who refuses to accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is applied meaning. The applied meaning of the kafir is the one who refuses Allah. But the true meaning of the word kafara, and by the way, the word kafara, kafir also means for farmer. The word kafir also means farmer. Right? And the word kuffar is written either on that tile or maybe on this one or that one where the ayah from last end of Surah Fatah is written. The word kuffar is also written. Over there, the word kuffar does not mean non-Muslims. Over there, the word kuffar meaning kisan, farmer. Anyways, فَمَنْ يُجِيرُ الْكَافِرِينَ مِنْ عَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. We take the literal meaning and we say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking questions to non-Muslims, as it is the applied meaning, that who is going to save them? Who is going to save the non-believers from the painful punishment? But if we apply the word kafara onto ourselves, how many bounties, how many favors, how many ni'matain we have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we may have never mentioned. Ya Allah, thank you for giving me this. Allah is asking, Ara'aytum, what do you think? In ahlakani Allahu wa man ma'iya. If Allah was to destroy everything, that what do we have? Let's talk about that. What do we have? We have our eyes that we can see. If Allah was to take away our eyes, who is going to bring them back? We have ears that we use to hear things. If Allah was to take our power of listening away, who's going to bring it back? We have tongue that we use to speak. If Allah was to take it away, who's going to give us that strength back? Just few years back, I would say 4 or 5 years back, one of the teachers from Darul Uloom, nothing happened, many of you know it, he could not speak. A healthy individual, in his 40s maybe, and I went to visit him in the hospital, and he's moving, everything looks good. He can't speak. And the doctors have no idea what happened to him. He stayed there for 2 days. Maybe the parents whose children are in Darul Uloom, they will know who that person is. He could not speak. If Allah takes away that power of speaking from the tongue, who's going to bring it back? What else do we have? We have parents. If Allah take away our parents, our children, our siblings, we have those people who love us. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take away the love from their hearts, can we bring back that love into their hearts? Even Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was told at one instant in the Quran, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ أَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ, that it was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you were to spend everything that you have, O Muhammad, you could not bring their hearts together towards you. It is only Allah. This is La ilaha illallah. We cannot change the people's hearts. No matter how good we become with them, we cannot change their hearts. किसी इंसान के दिल को तब्दील करना आसान काम है. जो आदमी मोहब्बत आपसे करता है वो मोहब्बत करता ही रहेगा. Unless and until you do something really wrong, and those people who truly love you, like your parents, you keep on doing something wrong, they still love you. You keep on doing wrong, they still love you. They probably don't want to meet you, but they still have that love for you that nobody in the entire creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, living, we're not talking about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in the entire creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nobody has that love that your parents have for you. Even if you have done something wrong and they don't want to see your face, but they still have that love for you. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turns someone's hearts towards hate against you, who's going to change that hate towards love? No one can. It is Allah who's giving us everything. So, we are proud of all the favors that we have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and all of these favors are giving us, so we keep on reminding ourselves that we are from the grateful people, from the thankful creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not ungrateful. And how do we do that? Very simple. Every time we realize something, we see something, we take benefit out of something, we are happy about something, MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. MashaAllah, I could not have attained this. मेरी ताकत में ही नहीं है कि मैं इस चीज को हासिल कर सकता, ये तो अल्लाह ताला का हुक्म है. MashaAllah, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted, He gave it to me. I could not have attained it. This is how we keep on continuously thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because it's a requirement of us being a Muslim. Numerous places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps on reminding us, قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. The word tashkurun is not yashkurun, it's tashkurun. If it was yashkurun, the translation will be, those are ungrateful people. Tashkurun is, you are ungrateful. Who is reading Quran? You and I. Michael and Jordan थोड़ी पढ़ रहे हैं, Michael and Johnson थोड़ी कुरान पढ़ रहे हैं. कौन पढ़ रहा है? कुरान तो हम पढ़ रहे हैं ना. We are the ones who is reciting the Quran. We are the ones who are trying to understand the Quran. So when we read the word قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ, who is it addressing? Me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding me, قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Faisal, don't be from those people who are so many that are ungrateful, because there are very few people who thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. This is the idea of being a Muslim, and of course it has to do with Aqidah, and it is such a thing, it is such a belief that it's not just Aqidah. Aqidah is not an action, keep that in mind. Aqidah is a belief in our heart, it's not an action. I believe in Allah, there is no action in it. But this Aqidah that we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because we are Muslim, this is a Aqidah slash an action. We get double reward for that. The more we continue to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what happens? Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's grandeur, is His majesty, is His honor getting increased by our ta'rif, by our hamd? When we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, all praise are for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is anything happening to the honor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Of course not. If anything is happening, it's happening to my honor when I say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all great, is all powerful. Allahu Akbar. I am the one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing a favor upon me to give me the opportunity, to give me the blessing, to give me the power to say Allahu Akbar. Allah के साथ, Allah तो जैसा बड़ा है वैसा ही है. Allah को बड़ा बोल कर तो हम बड़े हो गए. If any honor has increased, it's us when we call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the great. Nothing is happening to the honor and the grandeur and the majesty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we are giving in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls it, give sadaqah, give qarda, loan to Allah. Aqridullaha qardan hasana. Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taking the loan from me when I put $1 in the donation box? Allah is calling it aqridullaha qardan hasana. Give loan to Allah. That means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-yadul ulya khayrun min al-yadis sufliya, the upper hand is better than the lower hand. So when we are giving the money, loan to Allah, so we are better than, of course not. Na'udhu billah min dhalik. When we are donating, when we are helping a brother in need, when we are going out of our way to solve a situation, we are not doing any favor to Allah, we are doing favor to our own selves. We should be thanking that Allah gave me the tawfiq to come up with a solution for this issue. Har cheez mein Allah ka shukr. In everything that we are doing, saying, seeing, listening, if it's of khair, alhamdulillah. I was able to attend this khutbah, I was able to say this khutbah, alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. I don't have the power to say it. I don't have the power to listen to it. I don't have the power to come here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have put me somewhere else where I would not be able to come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all powerful to put all of us in a situation where the whole entire community cannot step in the masjid. Is it something hard to believe now after COVID? All of us want to come to masjid but we cannot. Right? This is how powerful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, and this is what we need to bring in our heart. Urdu mein iska tarjuma hai dil mein jamana. अब इस दिल में जमाना को इंग्लिश में कैसे कहूं मैं नहीं बोल सकता. Maybe you guys will understand that in Bangla, but I can't say that in English. To instill it in our hearts that whatever khair that we have it because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have no control over in bringing khair from this what I have. How many times there are brothers who drink milk and they have some issues in their stomach. Right? That same milk provides health to me and to you, but this brother cannot take it. Remember what we said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created everything with both khair and shar. It is only Allah who brings the khair of everything that I have to me. I have no control over bringing any khair out of something. Likewise the opposite. If any shar is happening with me, if a brother is causing difficult times for me, it's happening because Allah wants that to happen. It's happening from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And although this was not the topic, and I will we will close it right here by reminding a few more things on this subject. If the times are difficult for me, we can call it a musibah. Ek musibat mere sar ke upar aa gayi. If this musibah, if this situation, if this incident has brought me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is not a musibah anymore. This is not zahma. This is rahmah without a dot. If a difficult time has made me come to masjid and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh, it's a rabih al-bay'. It's the best bargain. There is no better bargain than this. Allah brought me to His remembrance because of this temporary incident. How long is this going to last for? And because of this temporary incident, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me? An opportunity to sit down and just connect with Allah, bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, work with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. How much time do we take out to really make Allah happy? Right? Today I want to sit down after Jummah and I'm gonna do something that I can to make Allah happy. I'll read one page of Quran. I'm trying to make Allah happy. Do we really do that? Today I will read two more nafil after farz and sunnah, and I'm doing it to make Allah happy. It takes an effort to do that. But when a calamity befalls, when an incident takes place, when we are in trouble, against that trouble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a bargain. Come and connect with me. Come and bond with me. Come and ask me and I will give it to you. وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمْ أُدْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. Come and ask me. If you don't have those issues, honestly, we only have time to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after our faraiz. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khair khalqi Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Against that odd that happened with us, Allah gave us the opportunity to just focus between me and my Rabb, nothing else. If it took me away from Allah, if I'm running towards the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if I'm doing this, more of this and less of this, well then this is definitely a zahmah. This has turned into a greater musibah, because now instead of connecting ourselves with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are detracting. We have gone off the track. We're looking for the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to provide us comfort. This was a golden opportunity for me to connect to Allah, to put us back on the track. Allah gave us the opportunity and we detract ourselves and we are following a different path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to bring this yaqeen, to bring this awareness. It's all about awareness. How much awareness we have about the bounties and the favors that we are receiving from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more we are aware of the bounties, the better we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The better we humble ourselves in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what happens, this was a question that I wanted to actually bring in bring the answer in front of everyone, that what happens when we are actually thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course we know that Allah's majesty does not increase. What increases? لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. This is a promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that if you thank Allah, Allah is promising لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. Those brothers who have knowledge of Arabic language, it's not just, the translation is not just I will increase. The translation is for sure, definitely, most definitely I'm going to increase for the favor that you are thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.